What's good? YouTube, it's your boy Flames back at it again. Another Bible reading video. Today, we're about to be reading out of the book of Job, chapters 33 and 34. Um, Without further ado, man, let's get right to it. Elihu rebukes Job. But now hear my speech, O Job, and listen to all my words. Behold, I open my mouth, the tongue in my mouth speaks. My words declare the uprightness of my heart, and what my lips know they speak secretly, or sincerely. The Spirit of God has made me, and the breath of the Almighty gives me faith. So this is the same guy that just got done rebuking Job's friends, and he's a younger guy, and he didn't even want to speak up at first, because these people were all older than him. He didn't like know if it was right, but he eventually, brought the courage to say these things. Answer me if you can, or the Spirit of God has made me, and the breath of the Almighty gives me life. Answer me if you can. Set your words in order before me. Take your stand. Behold, I am toward God as you are. I too was pinched off from a piece of clay. Behold, no fear of me need terrify you. My presence will not be heavy upon you. Surely you have spoken in my ears, and I have heard the sound of your words. You say, I am pure, without transgression. I am clean, and there is no iniquity in me. Behold, he finds occasions against me. He counts me as his enemy. He puts my feet in the stocks and watches all my paths. Behold, in this you are not right. I will answer you, for God is greater than man. Why do you contend against him, saying, he will answer none of man's words? For God speaks in one way, and in two, though man does not perceive it. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls on men, when they slumber on their beds, and he opens the ears of men and terrifies them with warnings, that he may turn man aside from his deed and conceal pride from a man. He keeps back his soul from the pit, his life from perishing by the sword. Man is also rebuked with pain on his bed, and with continual strife in his bones, so that his life loathes bread, and his appetite the choicest food. His flesh is so wasted away that it cannot be seen, and his bones that were not seen stick out. His soul draws near to the pit, and his life to those who bring death. If there be for him an angel, a meditator, one of the thousands declared to man what is right for him, and he is merciful to him, and says, deliver him from going down into the pit. I have found a ransom. Let his flesh become fresh with youth. Let him return to the days of his youthful vigor. Then man prays to God, and he accepts him, and sees his face with a shout of joy, and restores to man his righteousness. He sings before men and says, I sinned and perverted what is right, and it was not repaid to me. He has redeemed my soul from going down into the pit, and my life shall look upon the light. Behold, God does all these things twice, three times with a man, to bring back his soul from the pit, that he may be lighted with the light of life. Pay attention, O Job, listen to me. Be silent, and I will speak. If you have any words, answer me. Speak, for I desire to justify you. If not, listen to me. Be silent, and I will teach you wisdom. Okay. Um, I'm just looking over this one more time. Okay. Um, Elihu asserts God's justice, chapter 34. Then Elihu answered and said, hear my words, you wise men, and give ear to me, you who know. For the ear tests words as the palate tastes food. Let us choose what is right. Let us know among ourselves what is good. For Job has said, I am in the right, and God has taken away my right. In spite of my right, I am counted a liar. My wound is incurable, though I am out without transgression. What man is like Job, who drinks up scoffing like water, who travels in company with evildoers, and walks with wicked men? So he's saying that perhaps Joe, I think this is what he's saying. I'm not too sure. This uh book I feel like has a very high comprehension level for sure. Um I feel like he's saying like Job's saying that he's like completely righteous, but like he's walking with you evil people, and you are who you surround yourself with. Like, and that is so true. Um, for he has said, it profits a man nothing that he should take delight in God. So he's saying like that was wrong for Job to have said as well. Therefore, hear me, ye men of understanding. Far be it from God that he should do wickedness, and from the Almighty that he should do wrong. For according to the work of the man will repay him, and according to his ways he will make it befall him. Of a truth, God will not do wickedly, and the Almighty will not pervert justice. Who gave him charge over the earth, and who laid on him the whole world? If he should set his heart to it, and gather himself, and his spirit and his breath, all flesh would perish together, and man would return to dust. If you have understanding, hear this. Listen to what I say. Shall one who hates justice govern? Will you redeem him who is righteous and mighty, who says to a king, ruthless one, and denokes wicked men, who shows no partiality to princes, nor regards the rich more than the poor? For they are all the work of his hands. In a moment they die. At midnight, and the people are shaken and pass away, and the Almighty are taken away by no human hand. For the eyes are on the ways of a man, and he sees all his steps. There is no gloom or deep darkness, where evildoers may hide themselves. For God has no need to consider a man further, that he should go before God in judgment. He shatters the mighty without investigation and sets others in their place. Thus, knowing their works, he overturns them in the night, and they are crushed. He strikes them for their wickedness, and a place for all to see, because they turned aside from following him and had no regard for any of his ways, so that they caused the cry of the poor to come to him. And he heard the cry of the afflicted. When he is quiet, who can condemn? When he hides his face, who can behold him? Whether it be a nation or a man, that a godless man should not reign, and he should not ensnare the people. So, hey, can I call you back in 2 minutes? I'm in the middle of making a video. Um, when he hides his face, who can behold him, whether it be a nation or a man? That a godless man should not reign, and he should not ensnare the people. For has anyone said to God, I have borne punishment, I will not offend any more. Teach me what I do and not see. If I have done iniquity, I will do it no more. When will he then make repayment to suit you because you rejected? Pay you, for you must choose and not I. Therefore declare what you know. Men of understanding will say to me, and the wise men who hear me will say, Job speaks without knowledge, his words are without insight. Would that Job were tried to the end, because he answers like wicked men, for he adds rebellion to his sin, and he claps his hands among us and multiplies his words against God. So like he still was like questioning God, or like I guess to some extent, um, or is like rebelling, like how could you do this to me, like, and honestly, like, it was using a really tough spot to be in. So, um, and man, this is like a really hard book to comprehend. Um, but yeah, that is the end of this chapter. God, I pray for wisdom to be able to understand this book to the full extent and a little bit better. This is definitely one that I'm probably gonna. This is not my last time reading this book. I feel like the more it's like one of those things like you ever watch like a movie like or a show like a second time and you realize like a bunch of other like stuff that happened that you didn't peep the first time. Like I think that is definitely going to be the Book of Job for me. Um, but yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching. Thank y'all so much. Love y'all, and catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.